What's going on today, guys? Today is a mowing day. Nothing really exciting to make a video about, and man, I have been so busy I hadn't had a chance to really record much stuff this week. The theme of this week has been spraying fungicides on fescue, and I've picked up a bunch of new fescue yards. So some of them I've been getting to the first time, and they've had weeds. Had to spray weeds out of them, but you probably saw a little taste of that in the last video if you watched it. So didn't really want to do much more on fungicides right now, but I guess we'll just kind of follow along a little bit of this mowing today and look at some different grasses and what they're doing and why. I don't know, I'll make some crap up, so stick around. Right, mow day is getting off to a rocky start here. Got a flat tire on the stand-on machine. These are brand new tires too, damn it. When I get back to the shop, I'll have to try to figure out where it's leaking from and plug it. I'm gonna get by for now, just blowing it up, hopefully. Video from a couple weeks back. I had irrigation issues here and this thing was drying up, and I still got one head that I can't find right here, so it's suffering, but everywhere else it recovered, and I put up the before on that, and I've called in somebody on this one, but we in the waiting list. Anyway, this is fescue. This is the same yard that I did that I sprayed the Creeping Charlie out with the shore power. It did a nice job. Some places where I got a little heavy-handed, you can see there's a little collateral color loss in the turf, that kind of thing. But other than that, pretty decent. I mowed this today with a mulching mower. There's apparently a mulching bagging side discharge debate. I'll mulch it every now and again. It doesn't look anywhere near as good when I cut it with that mulching mower as it does when I cut it with the walker. But you know, you're environmentally wise, you're doing much better returning those clippings to the ground. And I think you might get a little better cut quality even mulching and side discharge with side discharge, because you know the side discharge is kind of lifting that grass, and as the grass is cut, evacuates out that side shoot. It's just standing that grass up, and it cuts it a little better than a mulching mower that, if you think about what the mulching mower is doing, it's just making a whirlwind under there. But my issue with side discharging is I'm throwing a concentration of grass clippings out the side, sort of, and it may be my particular mowers. I'm sure some do better than others, but I don't like having all, because I have to go back and cut over that part where I shot the grass out and try to do something with it, sling it all into one spot. When you're mulching, it just kind of evenly disperses into the ground. Reason two is I put a fungicide treatment on this last week, and fungicides like azoxystrobin cycle through the plant, so it can come in through contact some, and it can come in through the root some, and it's growing up into that plant and cycling around. And when you cut off that top part, if you're mulching, you're dropping that grass that's got the azoxystrobin in it back into the ground, and some of it might get reused by the roots, and so you're prolonging your fungicide application. That's my theory anyway. All right, but there we go, mulched. Okay, this one right here is my mad science experiment. I seeded this in bent grass. Doing pretty awesome, actually. I keep it growth regulated, and I always mow, well, most of the time mow this with the walker, except for when I'm in a hurry, I'll mulch mow it. But I'm trying to keep this down at around an inch, and I have gotten a major creeping Charlie infestation in it. And bent grass, although it's pretty tough, you can't actually kill it, but it's sensitive to every damn thing. You put any kind of herbicide you put on it's going to yellow it up. I need to kind of research some options. I sprayed it with something in some spots just to see what it did, and I don't particularly like that option, but I'll show you some. Okay, there's what my creeping Charlie infestation is looking like. And I spot sprayed some areas with out of the flow zone with shore power, and you can see I got some pretty decent turf yellow in there, which I expected, and it will probably pretty quickly recover. Well, not so quickly because it's under a growth regulator, but I need something to broadcast spread this thing with, and I would feel pretty bad if I broadcast it and the whole thing looked like that. Blanket spray, I mean. But you can see all those areas right there that I spot sprayed. But it killed the creeping Charlie in those spots. But there's so much creeping Charlie throughout the lawn. And the problem with creeping Charlie, when you spot spray it, you kill a little spot there. But say there's some more over here that's still connected to that, the plant's still going to recover. You just knock some of it out. But I'm thinking I might try change up. I got to read the label and see what that is. Any bent grass creeping Charlie ideas you people got, I'll take them. This stuff's pretty slick, except for where I put them brown spots in it. Nice. I just got this one mowed. I seeded this thing from a 100% crabgrass lawn in the fall to this. We had irrigation issues, and this whole side just freaking died, man. It shut down, but got the water running again, and it's trying to recover, but the crabgrass has returned. I'm gonna try something. I have been spraying a lot of shore power on these new fescue yards the last few weeks and on fescue lawns, and I have kind of noticed something. I'm not gonna say for sure. I'm just gonna say shore power, and we'll come back and look at this next week and see. My Bermuda grass alley here. Yeah, I seeded this one last year and it came up fine and everything was hunky-dory, and I broke my own rule and overseeded it with ryegrass, the homeowner's urging. And I thought, yeah, I can get it out and it'll be fine. This weird spring, pretty much anything I had overseeded with ryegrass, not all of them, but a lot of them just took a full-on beating. But this one didn't get watered any when it got so dry. I just watered it a little bit right now, and I've been fertilizing it, and I've put some sprigs in it, and I think she'll be off to the races. I think we're due some rain here first of next week too, so I'm confident we'll get this one covered by the end of the summer and not put ryegrass on it again. And this one is mowed too tall. I need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and reset it, and I'll scalp it and start over again. But that's all it is. It's that tall, however tall that is. There's the Bermuda golf course out there. They look like they had some mowing issues out there too. All right. Okay, this Bermuda lawn, I had a bunch of holes filled with sand out here, and it's covering them. It's doing pretty good. Oh, look at that beast. I got something for you. A couple of them in here. I'm gonna mow. Then I got something for that. All right, I said I had something for him. Mixed up a little Celsius and Revolver and some methylated seed oil. I mowed around him so I'd have plenty of target to hit there. Give him a double dose. Hopefully that works. All right, this is my yard. It's absolutely freaking tortured. I think between the extra dry spring and weird cold late weather and frost and ryegrass that wouldn't go away even when I killed it, it's taking a beating, and I haven't done hardly anything to make it any better. There's a nice patch. That's Monaco. That stuff looks great. But anyway, as soon as I get through getting all of the fungicides down on the fescue next week, I'm gonna PGR this and start watering it and pounding it with some fertilizer. All my PPC Total Turf Seed Buster 5000s are out on customers' lawns right now, so either got to make some more or go buy something. But I got like 6 of them things, and I got Bermuda seedings out there, and I did most of them last week or at the end of week before last, whatever, and man, it ain't rained a bit since, but I think we got rain coming, so hopefully they'll spring into life. Then that's the neighbor's stuff over there. It's better than mine does right now, which is good. I have to bring home a permagreen next week. He's got a few sedges and a couple of other things. I'm gonna blanket spray his stuff with Monument and get my stuff covered there too, with PGR and some good fertilizer. turn it up. Getting a little rain in today. I think I'm gonna give up for the day. This is Sunday now. All the other stuff I showed you was Saturday, yesterday. But good to see it raining. Well, I'm getting drenched. I kind of gave up on mowing earlier this morning, but I think I'm good for the week on mowing anyway. So not a whole lot to take from that video. We'll check back on some of the stuff we sprayed on different things and see how it did. Getting a nice rain now, so everything should be kicking into gear. I appreciate you guys watching. All you dads out there, have a happy Father's Day. See you next time. Maybe I'll have something better to cover. I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for quite some time now.